Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your weekend reading. Weekend of the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th of January. TGIF or what, huh? TGIF or what, huh? So, to this weekend, we have the Sun in Capricorn, the Moon in Pisces, Mercury in Aquarius, preparing to go retrograde in about a week's time or so, Venus in retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, Mars in Sagittarius, lucky Jupiter in Pisces, Saturn in Aquarius teaching us all those important lessons. Uranus is currently retrograding in the sign of Taurus, Pluto in Capricorn, and Neptune in Pisces. Okay, so a lot of planets squaring this weekend, which probably explains some of the headaches, feeling lightheaded, a little bit wobbly perhaps, not in your full strength. We're in winter. Winter season is always about a natural decline, and so it's between now and the new zodiac cycle, say spring, Aries season. It's about completely just chilling out, kind of coming to a natural ending with things, you know. Virgo, this weekend, you're so spectacular. Of course you are. You are the magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. Up to your tricks. What are you creating, Virgo? It's a good idea to get really familiar with your tools. Get to know your resources. Be really about your magic this weekend, Virgo, as above, so below. The infinity symbol on his head means that he's tapped into source, which means it's more than just simple manifestation here. It's about the grand plan, the grand design. And we have here the Ace of Wands. Virgo, whatever you're creating is creating a really big ripple. There's big works here. What you're doing has the potential to last a long time, have a big impact, and create the movement that you want. The Ace of Wands is masculine energy for me. Here in this instance, it is Mars currently in the sign of Sagittarius. It's all about the doing. It's about getting on with it. It's being really practical, really hands-on, and full of charisma, fire, tenacity. You know what I mean? This is full of charm. This is full of self-belief. This is all the affirmations. This is all of the doing things from a place that makes you feel like a machine, like a force, like just rearing and ready to go for it. This is energy that is available to you here in Capricorn season. It's about getting really familiar with your tools, really knowing what it is that you have to offer the world. As above, so below. I think it's a lot to do with how you think and how you're feeling, and how it's probably a really good idea to make sure that you're affirming yourself with your success. And in order to do that, you've got to get a really good idea as to what success looks like for you. Now, if you're going to be practical about creating your success, it's about getting familiar with yourself, which is why I say get to understand your resources. What are your skill sets, Virgo? What are you working with? What is it that you would like to potentially enhance about you? The magician energy is all about that. It's about creating things out of nothing. And so be industrious right now. Use this moment to attract whatever you want by pulling yourself into alignment. And that's the magic in the situation. It's creating the momentum for yourself. It's about being the magnet. And so the Ace of Wands is like a really good luck charm, because it's almost like a matchstick. It's like, here's the match. And it sets off this flame. That flame can be a metaphor for opportunities or illuminations that you wish to create, meaning little pockets of fun experiences, doing things that mean that you are creating an impact around you, which I think is really good for your own energy, Virgo, especially right now. I always say it's in the dark, brutal, cold heart of winter that you're going to find the most magic. It's about creating. It's when you're forced. It's when you're pushed back into a corner that you're really allowing the winner in you to kind of fight through. And I think this is about that time. So as much as I say it's about fighting and going forward, la la la. This is a time for natural decay. And it's, if anything, in your wisdom, the High Priestess card, that you really allow yourself the better knowing. Allow yourself the time to delegate what actually brings you satisfaction and brings you real happiness, as opposed to what is just carnal. The moon is in Pisces this weekend. Shout out to Pisces moon people. There's a lot that you can do just by meditating and taking a visit to the astral. There's a lot you can do right now by really studying the things that you know will help you get on the way with where you're trying to go. This is meditation and prayer also. That's a crescent moon. The moon, I think, is still very new. This is the perfect time to be about it, Virgo. The dualities within yourself. What is it that you are struggling to overcome about yourself, your shadow self, shadow work that might need doing at the moment? It's about pushing forward with a plan. And sometimes pushing forward with a plan can be as simple as imagining and dreaming and allowing yourself the astral time. The High Priestess is the energy of knowing. It's a deep-seated knowing. There's no budging her. Her intellect, her IQ is probably beyond the realms of understanding. This is a divine feminine, not gender specific, an energy. She's luminous. She knows her stuff. Now, there's a lot of energy here of you doing a lot of creating. A lot of prayer, a lot of connecting with the divine, a lot of manifesting, a lot of getting to know your own tools, self-care, a lot of practice energy. Heavy emphasis on practice energy. And the Ace of Wands is always initiative. It's about the energy that you need to be able to do things. It's not only that, but it's about the lucky break. So it seems as if the more effort you put into whatever you know makes you you, whatever your thing is, whatever your craft is, whatever your talent is, sharpening those talents right now can initiate these energetic responses, i.e. the Ace of Wands, within your sphere to make you and your life more about those things that you're trying to manifest, or you're trying to be about even. High Priestess energy is beyond Muggles restraints. You know what I mean. There's an energy of being superhuman here. There's an energy of really allowing yourself to go beyond the coloring lines and being solid, okay? It's about the firm belief in the self. The Magician, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands. This is confidence in knowing that if you really put your mind to it this weekend, you can actually manifest and create whatever it is that you're trying to create. The next card I have is, dun dun dun, lo and behold, Virgo analysis paralysis. Virgo, we have to talk about this. Okay. So, Capricorn season. Venus retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Mercury in Capricorn. Capricorn, it's the passion that's associated to the ambition that kind of gives the sign this cardinal quality, this leadership quality. Virgo, sometimes I'm told that mutables don't make great leaders. They fall too easily. And I always found that really difficult to believe, because being a mutable myself, I've had to be a leader in a lot of things. It's meant making sure that this Eight of Swords energy is always kept in perspective. The trouble with a lot of what's been going on post-2020, a lot of people have been put into pigeonholes and kind of squeezed into places they don't really naturally belong. And so there was a mass energy of restraint and lack, paranoia even, which I'm sure you can all agree is super low vibration. I think collectively there is an element of this, which is residual energy, and let's just see it for what it is, that needs cleansing, that needs managing, that needs maintaining. The Eight of Swords is very much paranoia, but it's self-deprecation. It's deliberate. It is a choice. And so it is very, very, very important that we all take it so seriously how we're all individually responsible to raise our energy if we wish to live in abundance and freedom. It's important that we let go of our past and that we look forward at this point, and that it's important that we always remember that we always attract all the time. We're attracting all the time. And so when I say to you, be very, very, very aware of this Eight of Swords energy, it's because this is repelling all of the wonderful things that you wish to magnetize into your life. Capricorn season, devil energy, passion, magnet. You're pulling in what you're believing. And if you believe that this is you, then this is absolutely you. However, if you believe that this is you, the magician energy, then this is absolutely you also. It's about creating. And the card that jumped out of the deck and fell on the floor, even though this wasn't one of our cards, is the Two of Swords. And there is this energy of deliberate contemplation, Virgo. And so I do feel a lot of you might be spending a lot of time in your head. It's super important to pertain at this point. If you choose to deliberate, if you choose to ponder, if you choose to spend time in your mind, it's very, very important that you remain, that this is a very necessary process for Virgo. We like to think. And sometimes it can be misconstrued as worry, but it's not always worry. There's a need for you to perhaps take the fold off and see that there's no real threat. And so you being on high defense is a waste of your energy. If you allow yourself to get into the flow, i.e. practice, meditation, prayer, divination, whatever it is, the High Priestess energy, you'll find the Eight of Wands, that where you're trying to get to, the information you're trying to access, comes to you a lot quicker. It's about being in alignment. And it's so funny, because there's this saying, I think it's hilarious, it's luck is alignment for the foolish. If you feel blocked, or if there is stagnancy, or if you wish for movement in your life, get into alignment. The Two of Wands. I do believe, Virgo, that there are new horizons. There are bigger pastures. There are greener pastures even. There are goals, dreams, and ambitions that you know that you still have to conquer. Ten of Cups. The ultimate contentment, family, relationship, happiness perhaps being one of them. True love, happy marriages, joyful unions, and the longevity of such. You have the potential of creating this just by mere thought this weekend. It's where your energy is going, Virgo, and so it's super, super important that I reiterate again, in this period, what you think about, you manifest. If you can think about this for long enough, I believe they say if you hold the image in your mind for 17 seconds, you manifest it into reality. Or if you hold on to your beliefs of limitation, you very well manifest those into your reality also. It's really a good idea to see where you can expand, Virgo. I do feel like you need a challenge, and right now, in order to keep your mind about the business, get what gets your heart pumping. And I think a new challenge is absolutely what you need. Even while you're supposed to be having your downtime. Rest if you need to. Your ships are coming in. It was worth it. You've got to hold tight to the vision of the reward coming in. Ten of Wands and the Hierophant. A big weekend of collecting your rewards, Virgo. A spiritual... I wanted to say a spiritual payout, but then I had to kind of check myself, because if you're doing the work, if you're really aligning with Source, really being about your vibration and really being about your energy and really checking yourself, even in the moments where it seems to all be kicking off, just knowing that, you know what, this is making me stronger and I'm so close to where I need to be. It's about spiritually carrying myself through the darkest, hardest bits now. You're no stranger to hard work, but there needs to be a liberation to that. The fruit that you have worked so hard to bear is yours. It's only a vision away. Oh my god. Nine of Wands. Nine of Pentacles even, sorry. Virgo, if you would like to book a reading, head over to the website rubyreadstarot.com. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment. So much love to you. You guys are going to have a magnificent weekend. Keep this vision with you. Keep it locked in your mind. The Nine of Pentacles, Virgo. Looking good. Feeling good. It's all good. Alright, guys. Have a good weekend. See you soon. Bye.